And here were the Memphis Grizzlies, focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier on. That's a great look at our location tonight, the home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Phoenix Suns have struggled the last few years, but they're trying to build a winning franchise again. And their all-star Devin Booker said, "We want to see the city at a high level, that energy and aura. I've always said since I've been in Phoenix that I know the fans are there. We've got the support behind us. We just have to go and perform." Kevin, back to you.
Well, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. As you look at Memphis, they're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And, of course, the Suns, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
Well, right now for the Suns, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Phoenix, Jay Crowder out there with Deandre Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Galloway in at the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Paul with the steal. Here's Crowder. Nice D from Brooks. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against Los Angeles.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Well, for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future, we're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
The drive by Booker and the rejection by Valanciunas. Brooks with no one around. Off target from outside. And Booker kicks to Paul. Ayton trying to break free. The shot's good from Paul.
Now, Booker is a special offensive player, can score, and starting to show his playmaking.
Morant outside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Showing natural leadership skills, Morant has developed great rapport with his teammates.
The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul for the 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Count it, good. Morant's got 5 points so far.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for Deandre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
Well, Deandre Ayton is a walking double-double. This guy has a huge physical advantage on the nights that he's playing other bigs, whether that's by his size or his ability to run the floor. And if he comes out with an aggressive mentality, he could really punish some teams throughout the course of a regular season.
Good on both. And some think that Ayton has a chance to be in a class with some of the great big men we've seen, be it Ewing or Robinson, Hakeem. I mean, those are very lofty standards. Brent, how does he get there?
It's a great question. I think when you talk about it, Kevin, you got to look at the defensive end. And those names that you just mentioned on a nightly basis were a force behind anybody on the perimeter. When they came into that house, it was defended. Ayton gets there, he's got a big opportunity. Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
It's Brooks on the wing, defended by Booker.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Feeds to Ayton. Over Brooks. And again, it's the Suns missing.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And he comes up with the deuce. Morant's got 7 points.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Paul dishes to Booker. Three-pointer, Crowder. Brooks grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. That one falls. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 7-point differential. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Memphis leading by 7. Morant outside. Anderson right side. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Morant. Three-pointer. But they get it back. Here's Brooks. And the rejection by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now here's Brooks. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Galloway with the bucket.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Anderson outside. Back to Morant over Paul. And the shot is long.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And they're on the break. Anderson kicks to Brooks. They get a hand on it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Some changes for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Langston Galloway, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Valanciunas. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Clippers. One on the clock. He lays it in.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Now here's Crowder. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Johnson outside. Misses the three. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Valanciunas inside. Defended by Crowder.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. First in free throw percentage and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. First one falls for him. So for the Suns, Jones checked in for Deandre Ayton. And it's Kaminsky in for Jay Crowder. Then for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Valanciunas hits them both.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Now here's Kaminsky. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Booker. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that one, good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Outside, Jones. Here's Melton, defended by Booker. And it's good for 2. Suns trail by 7. Payne passes to Johnson. Kaminsky with the ball. Here's Booker. He had 25 points in the win against New York. And here's Winslow. Pass to Jones. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Valanciunas. The Suns trailing. Johnson outside. Pass to Booker. He can't get it to go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Clark. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Passes it to Johnson. 1:49 left in the first.
And the Phoenix Suns criticized for trading down 5 picks to select Cameron Johnson at 11 back in 2019. Many felt that was a reach.
There were a lot of people who were predicting that Cam was going to be towards the back end of the first round even, and a clear case for a Phoenix Suns team who was dead last in three-point percentage, drafting for a need in Cam Johnson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. Smith checked in for Phoenix. And both free throws good for Johnson. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. They lead by 7. And there's the pass to Clark. To the middle. Here's Jang. Nails the baby hook.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
1:24 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Booker. The shot comes out, and the Grizzlies going the other way now.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Yep, that one goes. And it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable. I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Phoenix with the ball. Following the score by Memphis. And the rejection by Jang.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Winslow against Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Suns trail by 13. Booker looking around. With 4 seconds on the clock, it's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And so it's Memphis, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year. Early in the year, we was doing that every couple games. We was like, man, our record was here, this was that. And teams change, your games have to change.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis, Brandon Clark is out there with Winslow. Then it's Gorgie Dang. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot. The first free throw is good. Langston Galloway's checked in for Devin Booker. He's perfect from the line this time.
Justice Winslow, a very adaptable player in the NBA. One of those guys where coaches will ask him to do a lot of things, and he does a lot of things quite well.
Now here's Kaminsky. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the 3 ball is good.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Here's Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Johnson. Suns moving the ball around. To the inside. Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now."
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson, and it's blocked.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, if you let Justice Winslow get loose on the fast break, he's going to get loose around the rim.
Here's Payne. Grizzlies making the shot. Kicks to Johnson. Pass to Kaminsky. Winslow against Johnson. Passes it to Kaminsky. Off target from 3-point range. Memphis leading by 14. Now Winslow. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers. Now the pass to Melton. And here is Clark, covered by Smith. Clark dishes to Jones. That 3 off the mark. Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Galloway, the pass to Payne. From deep 3-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And you look at Morant, sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible, and we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, There are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into. Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And the Suns here with a different look. Deandre Ayton's checked in for Kaminsky. Jones comes in for Smith. Crowder, he's checked in for Johnson. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Payne. Morant against Paul. Morant passes to Jackson. And Jones sends it back. To the wing on the left. Back to Paul. Jones looking for an opening. Back to Paul. Shoots over Morant. They grab their own miss. Jones finds Ayton.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. How last month turned out for him, averaging 5 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
The first one falls.
2018, the first name called in the draft was one Deandre Ayton out of Arizona. This guy is going to be around for a long time.
Both good from the line that time. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And it's Anderson atop the key. Brooks outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
A shot by Crowder, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Morant, right side. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today, he's 4 of 8.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Ayton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. And both free throws good from Crowder. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Morant surveying the D. A floater, and he lays it up and in. Morant's got 4 this quarter.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Pass to Booker. Back to Crowder. Jones against Brooks. Clock at 6. Jones, no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now here's Paul. He's coming off a 19-point game against New York. Booker in the corner. Dishes it to Jones. Stolen by Jackson. Brooks with it. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Brooks has got his second basket of the game.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Pass to Paul. The rebound by Anderson.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Off the inbound, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's now 6 points for Brooks. Morant against Paul. Here's Booker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Ayton, the pass to Paul. And the rejection by Jackson.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
To the paint. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The Grizzlies have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And here's Booker. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game. Shot to stop the run. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Jackson.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Jang, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Gorgie Dang.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Morant finds Jang. Shot clock at 6. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Jang.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
chance here to check out Chris Paul. Just an incredible month of basketball. 5th in steals, 7th in free throw percentage, and such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. Stolen by Jackson. Now Brooks. He's got 9. Anderson outside. Back to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. The Suns in second.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027. Substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, DA. Here's Brooks. Following the basket by Deandre Ayton. And it's Brooks in the corner. Shot from the wing. Rebounded by Deandre Ayton. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now here's Booker. No points in the game yet for him. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brooks has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, the big issue to address, Ernie, is their rebounding. They got low energy, low effort on the glass. Well, let's take on them with a whole different attitude. The final score could look like Kenny. UGLY. He ain't got no alibi. He's ugly.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And with the second half upon us, We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Galloway in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break. And Devin Booker had surgery on that right hand back in the summer of 2018. Took the opportunity to work on his left hand, and ever since, his game has just gone to another level.
You wonder how much confidence, GA, he's had in making plays, not only scoring the ball with the left hand, but assisting with the left hand, and what that's opened up for him in terms of opportunities to be more effective as an offensive weapon.
Here's Morant following the basket by Chris Paul. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 8 points for Valanciunas.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man, and the ball was right there.
Now here's Booker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Paul kicks to Ayton. Here's Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. They retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And the Grizzlies leading by 23. Morant outside. Pass to Anderson. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Valanciunas dishes to Brooks. Puts it up from 15. The second effort and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
The Suns have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drop for Paul.
Now, there's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt that when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Ayton. And it's Johnson in for Jay Crowder. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Winslow comes in for Anderson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. And the pass to Clark. The putback and staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Johnson, the pass to Booker. Count that one.
Such a creative scorer as Devin Booker. Look at him just checking out the options and scoring that time.
Morant against Paul. And that one's good, Morant.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They host the Kings after this game, and that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
The Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Galloway, the pass to Johnson. Some solid defense from Clark.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Booker with it. He's picked up by Morant.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. Pass to Valanciunas. Tipped away. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Ball outside. Now here's Kaminsky, guarded by Valanciunas. Kaminsky kicks to Johnson.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Valanciunas. He's got 10. Got a piece of it. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Winslow. Clark for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Oh, and it's off. They can't cash in on the break.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Here's Valanciunas, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. The Grizzlies had been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Smith checked in for Phoenix. Payne comes in for Chris Paul. And the Grizzlies also with a sub. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Morant.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Suns trail by 21. It's stolen by Jones. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And the shot goes down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Payne. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Johnson. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Memphis leading by 23. Jones the pass to Winslow. And good that time. Winslow's got 6.
Yeah, defense staying with him, and that didn't make a difference that time for Winslow.
Now here's Payne. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Six on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Clark. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Jones dishes to Valanciunas. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Passes to Johnson. Smith trying to break loose. Johnson can't hit.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Johnson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Payne kicks to Johnson. No good on the 3.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Jones the pass to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns.
Timeout.
Phoenix calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Crowder comes in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Langston Galloway. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And it's Dylan Brooks in for DeAnthony Melton. Now here's Payne. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the rejection by Jang. Goes back up. Off the left rim and out. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Payne looking around. Smith outside. 1:27 left in the third quarter of the game. And the rejection by Jang. Here's Anderson, and the rejection by Smith. An even 3-on-3 break. Payne with it. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. Over Anderson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 9. Jang. Rebound by Smith. Well, Phoenix shooting terrible so far in the second half. Down around 26%. Carter outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his first personal.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
For Phoenix.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so don't doubt he's pleased with that.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Carter against Brooks. It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for the Memphis Grizzlies. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, they've got Gorgie Dang, Tyus Jones out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Conchar in at the two-guard spot. Jones dishes to Jang. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Crowder feeling it out a bit. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Phoenix, Jay Crowder. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And for Memphis, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside, Jones, the pass to Concho. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
That's his first shooting for Memphis. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Inside, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Jones drives in. Can't connect from short range. Well, Phoenix shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Crowder the pass to Carter. Moore outside, 6 to shoot. High post try, and that one good.
Yeah, Moore does a good job of finding some space in the mid-range.
Here's Jones.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Down low, here's Jones, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
And that one falls for Jones. So for the Suns, Devin Booker comes in for Ejuan Moore, and Paul's subbed in for Carter. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Pass to Clark. Brooks against Booker. And it's Brooks that time on the assist by Clark. 11 points for Brooks.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Crowder. And here's Booker from the arc. They get it again. And the layup is good. Ayton's got 4 this quarter.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Morant's against Paul. It's stolen by Jones. Paul looking over the floor. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Ayton. And the rejection by Jackson. Clock at 2. With the second effort. And Ayton with the layup.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Memphis leading by 20. Morant outside. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Clark against Ayton. Booker with no one around drains the three-pointer.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Morant. And the rejection by Ayton. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Pulls up. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
So for the Suns, Johnson, he's checked in for Damian Jones. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Crowder. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Valanciunas is checked in. Now here's Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
The rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
One shot.
That's good from Morant. Suns trail by 20. Pass to Galloway. Now here's Booker. There's the triple. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
He just lights out in terms of his scoring. Devin Booker's calling card.
Here's Morant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. Booker finds Galloway. And here is Johnson. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brooks has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that one is good. Morant's got 23 points.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
Now here's Booker. It's tipped.
Boy, you can see his struggles from the field, and I think it's really starting to get to him.
Brooks the pass to Morant, and they double up Morant. From deep, Brooks. That shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Inside, Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Now here's Morant.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
That's his first personal foul.
On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Booker. Nice shot by Brooks. Here's Galloway. Passes it to Paul. Back to Galloway. A three-pointer is right on target.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
With the floater, and taken away by Paul. Fast break, here come the Suns. And here's Booker from the arc. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway's got 3 assists now in this one. Memphis leading by 16. Clark dishes to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Here's Morant. Good work there as it goes. Morant's got 14 points here in the second half.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Now here's Booker, 5 on the clock. And it's good, 2 points. Booker's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Here's Morant. The pass to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Anderson passes to Valanciunas. From down in the low post, it goes. 18 points for Valanciunas.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Booker outside. Pass to Johnson. There's Galloway. He's covered by Anderson. Galloway, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And they double up Morant. He kicks to Jackson. Morant passes to Anderson. Back to Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. No good from outside. Suns trail by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Grizzlies.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
Really a big-time win for these guys. They lost their first 2 games of the year to this team, so they won't be in danger of getting swept when they meet for the 4th time.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Valanciunas.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Conchar, the pass to Allen. And the basket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Payne can't hit. And the Grizzlies with possession. Allen outside. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Moore outside. And here's Payne.
At the line for your Suns, Cameron Payne, taking 2 shots. Two.
That's good from Payne. And he makes both free throws. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.